Yay Networks.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Casillejos, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. My name's Nick Adams.
I'm Anna. Amy.
And I'm Lacey G.
And I'm told that we have an agenda today.
Yes.
I'm told that before we jump into our predictions, we have to
have a meeting.
Discuss?
We have,
something?
Yes. Well, I'm sure you're wondering why we've all gathered here today. I just love saying that whenever.
Scared.
Yes.
You do sound very stern. Like whenever you said we need a discussion, I'm like, oh, what did I do? Am I in
Anna's
trouble?
never been serious or called a meeting. She said we have to discuss something.
Well, we have two things that we need to discuss and decide together as a group before we give our predictions for this weekend, because I think it'll make a difference on our predictions. So the first thing on our agenda is the purple cardigan.
Mm-hmm.
So we have been so lucky to have this purple cardigan in our possession. Mm-hmm. And following the events of last weekend, when Nick wore the cardigan and thus scored his very first point, I now believe that this cardigan holds special powers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I want it.
The question is, who gets to wear it today?
I think I get to wear it again. I get to wear it until I lose.
Until he catches up.
Here's why I think I deserve the cardigan, is because on social media, people were saying, oh, Nick got the cardigan. He should wear it all the time so he can catch up with Amy and Anna. And I'm like, hi, I'm on this podcast
here too.
So I was excluded from the narrative. I think that automatically means I get the cardigan.
It's like you're the middle child.
Yes, yes.
Well, Taylor wanted to be excluded from the narrative. Okay, I guess before we can decide who gets the cardigan, should I recap the scores?
Sure.
Yes.
So last weekend, Taylor performed 2 nights in Denver. For night 1, I had predicted Electric Touch with Fall Out Boy and Afterglow. Nick said The Very First Night and Timeless. Lacey said Run and Castles Crumbling, and Amy said Back to December and Castles Crumbling. She ended up playing Picture to Burn and Timeless, which is ultimately what got Nick his very first full point in our game.
Here. All right.
That's amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But did anybody put together the fact that she did Picture to Burn and Timeless? I did not make that connection in that moment until people started saying it on TikTok. And I'm like, oh, what a mastermind to say that this is a picture to burn. But then I saw all these pictures and it gave me great memories of something else.
She's so funny.
It's
Great.
genius.
I
It's
know.
genius. That
I
is
was
greatly tied together, and I did not get it in the moment.
I was trying to explain it to Ryan, like why it's like so funny, but it's like, if you know, you know, like whatever. And he was like, I don't know. And then night 2 in Denver, I had said Foolish One and Tied Together with a Smile. Nick said Better Than Revenge and You Are in Love. Lacey said I Did Something Bad and Better Than Revenge. And Amy said Clean and Better Than Revenge. She ended up playing Starlight and Back to December, which then gave Amy a half point. Yes. Right. Because she had guessed it for Friday, but she did it on Saturday. So our total scores going into this weekend is I have 8 points. Nick has 2 points. Woo! Lacey has 5 points.
Woo!
And Amy also has 8 points.
Look at us.
So we are tied with 8 points, Amy and I, going
I think
into
this is
this
first
weekend.
time, right? I don't know. I
So
can't remember.
I feel like, out of fairness, neither Amy or I should wear the cardigan.
Wow.
I agree.
Wear the cardigan. So I think one of you two should wear the cardigan.
I was going to say, out of fairness, we put our names in a cup. And
Oh,
we
there's
just,
that too.
There is that.
That's
I
more
agree.
fair.
I agree.
Because you think you have a chance.
Well, yeah, 1 in 4 chance.
That is completely fair.
That is fair.
I agree with that.
That is fair.
So I wrote all of our names down on sheets of paper. Anna, is there any liquid in that Barbie cup in front of
No,
you?
there's
All right, well,
not.
we can draw out of the Barbie cup. Okay. I'll let someone else, since I wore it, I won't draw.
Okay.
So Anna's got the cup. Anna's going to draw to see who gets to wear the purple cardigan today.
And I will do this on camera, so it's all nice and fair.
I want it
Okay.
to be mine.
Wearing the cardigan, the purple cardigan, to make predictions for Seattle is
Lacey.
Lacey!
Yay! Thank you, Taylor Cardigan.
Wow.
This will be
Congrats.
fun. This will be fun to see if it actually
carries weight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, so far we're 1 for 1.
I thought long and hard about my predictions too, but of course, it's it's so hard to think like
I know.
Taylor. So I'm satisfied with what I picked, but I don't know that I'm confident in what I picked.
Well, we do have a second thing to discuss.
Yeah, what's next?
So, or are we?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay, so before, when Phoebe Bridgers started doing the tour with Taylor, we guessed Nothing New, thinking it would be a surprise song, but she made it a part of the set list. So are we going to have this in our predictions, or are we going to just assume that Haim is going to do No Body, No Crime as part of the set list?
That was my hesitation.
Well-
exactly right there.
Yeah.
That was my hesitation.
So looking back at that weekend, based on our scores, we had, me, Nick, and Lacey all guessed Nothing New that weekend. For some reason, you didn't even guess Nothing New that weekend.
dumb.
But we ended up just giving all of ourselves half points since it was added to the set list. So do we want to say it and only get a half point?
I mean, I feel like because she didn't play Nothing New, it's not a permanent song on the set list. It was just a surprise song in the middle of the set list.
Right.
You know?
But
So
she
I-
also added Long Live. So if she keeps Long Live and adds No Body, No Crime, is that going to be too much? Too long for the concert? I mean,
but
legally she has
could-
to end at a certain time.
But she could
Switch out
cut
another
something.
song.
You know what I mean? Like she could cut one of the other Red songs, one of the other Evermore songs, and put in No Body, No Crime. Like it's her show. You know, like she can do whatever she wants.
I mean, look, if it's a song featuring someone else and they come up there and play it, they're only going to play it once, and she's not going to play it again. So I would assume that counts as a surprise song.
Yeah.
Like if we all guess No Body, No Crime and they play it this weekend, then we all get whatever points.
I guess
we-
I don't want it to count as one of my surprise songs. I want to predict it as part of the set list.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's what I would do. But if you want to make it a surprise song, how do we measure those points? Like I'm going to say 5 songs then. For
well,
the
I think
weekend.
maybe just to keep it fair, it'll just be the same amount, right? Like it'll be a point
half a point.
but then you don't want to guess it as like. But then even if you think she's going to add it, you would just want to do it as a surprise song because that's worth more. Right? But then what if she ends up doing it as not a surprise song, but as like part of the set list?
Yeah.
So it's like you can either take your choice on if it'll be a surprise song or a set list, but they're worth the same.
okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
No. It doesn't make sense to me, but I mean,
That
whatever
means-
y'all want to do. I
That
don't
means
care.
that I just don't want it to take up one of my guesses.
Yeah, like you can guess 2 surprise songs and then separately as that it's going to be part of the
So
set list.
3 songs. I can guess.
So
3.
we're not even going to do No Body, No Crime. We're just going to all assume that is on all of our list, and we're going to get a point. Is that what you're saying?
I guess.
And then 2 surprise songs minus. I mean, kind of like whenever Red came out and we're all doing rankings, we all had to rank besides 10-minute version All Too Well because we
Yeah.
knew that was going to be
Or
number 1.
If we want to keep it with the way that we did it with Nothing New, then we take the gamble of having our 2 surprise songs that are worth full points and then saying, and I think she'll do No Body, No Crime as part of the set list, and that's only half a point.
Yeah. Or you could say.
But if she does
way
it,
too much.
but if she does
This
it both
is-
nights, that's a full
We're
point.
making this very
no.
complicated.
It is. We probably should have discussed it off mic.
Because okay, look, if she plays No Body, No Crime with Haim, she's with Haim for several shows.
Yeah.
Right.
They're gonna play it once and that's it.
No,
and then another time they'll play Gasoline and that's
So
it.
we're saying that she's gonna that's not gonna.
I don't think
happen.
it's gonna be a permanent song for the next
Okay.
8 shows she's doing with Haim.
I think it. I think it.
I
will.
think it
I
will.
still put it as a guess, but I do think in my notes it says bonus. I think she's going to add it to the set list.
That's what I have too.
Okay, so I
Yes.
think the people who are going to do that is get half
Half
a
a
point.
point.
But if Nick says it's going to be just a surprise song, he gets a full point.
Yes.
Now it could be like a third surprise song because that's happened several times where she during the surprise
Yeah.
song set she
had
adds
Gracie.
a third one.
Yeah, that's true.
that's where I'm thinking it's gonna go.
Okay,
I think-
so
okay.
let's give him a full point if that happens. But for us, it's half a point.
Right. So if it happens during the surprise song acoustic section, it's a full point. If it happens during any other part of the show, it's half a point. How
yes.
about that?
Sure.
Yes, but that,
If
that
it
make
makes sense
sense?
to you, it doesn't make sense to me. If it makes sense to you, go for
It makes
I don't
sense.
care.
But I'm not having it take up one of my spots. Is what
No,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
me too. I'm
okay.
with you.
All
Yeah.
right.
But it's half point.
Sorry, Nick.
Okay.
Well, I did have it taken up a spot, but if
I did
this is
too.
the rule and I already had it, then I'm adding a new one.
yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right,
Okay.
Nicholas, last
Whatever.
last chance.
I'm not changing anything. I'm gonna stick to this. I
I'm
don't
really-
understand what y'all are saying. Y'all are confusing me,
I'm sorry.
making this way too complicated.
But
She's
we
got-
know what we're doing.
But
and
it's
I
still-
have the spreadsheet.
But if she plays it at a different part of the set, isn't that still a surprise song? It's still a surprise.
But that's what we're saying.
And
that
a
it's,
different
that
part
it's
of the
worth
set.
half a point and not a full point is what we're saying. Because then you technically get 3 guesses.
Hey, Nick.
This is so dumb.
Nick, the cardigan says yes. That
Whatever.
we're going with that rule.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man.
Me and Amy get it, so we can keep each other accountable. We can keep all of each other. Anyway, let's just do this.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. You know summer has officially started in my house when my kids are in full sports mode. We are outside constantly. Baseball games, practices, tournaments, running from one field to the next in the heat. And if you've ever sat through a doubleheader in the middle of the summer, then you know that staying hydrated is not optional. That's why I always throw in a few sticks of Liquid IV's hydration multiplier in my bag. I'm obsessed with the pina colada flavor right now, and it really just tastes like summer in a cup. Just tear it open, pour it into 16 ounces of water, and it hydrates faster than water alone. It's powered by Live Hydroscience with an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients. Plus, Liquid IV has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink and includes 8 vitamins and nutrients in every stick. It's also non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. Stay hydrated while you're on the go this summer with Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at checkout. That's 20% off your first purchase with code TaylorSwiftFan at liquidiv.com.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
All right, so I'm going to start the predictions off, guys.
Yes.
We are going to guess what Taylor's going to play this weekend. She's got 2 nights in Seattle. So I think on Saturday, she is going to start off her surprise song set on the guitar. I think she's going to bring Haim out and play No Body, No Crime.
What?
I think they're opening for her.
During the acoustic section.
During the acoustic section. I think that's what's going to happen.
Just
yeah.
to be clear.
They're all going to be up there. And it's going to be really great. Okay. That's what I think. No Body, No Crime on guitar. And then on piano, this might become my Haunted, where Anna just guesses it every week. On piano, she's going to play You Are in Love.
Okay, I love this.
Okay. Lacey, what you think?
Oh, wait,
I
hold on.
love
Let me
it.
write that down.
So if you have seen the poster for Seattle, it's completely folklore. 3-year anniversary coming up in a couple days. She doesn't have a concert on that day, but she's getting ready to celebrate folklore. Folklore never got the celebration like Lover because it was during the pandemic. And what a wonderful surprise whenever Folklore came out. We can all remember how great we felt whenever Folklore came out. So I did have Haim, No Body, No Crime, but I believe she's going to do that during the set and not during the acoustic set. During the acoustic set, Exile and Hoax.
All right. So you're thinking 2 folklore songs in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me what they were?
Exile and Hoax.
Okay.
And how great will it be if she does Hoax on the piano?
Yeah.
That's such a beautiful song.
All right, Amy, what you think?
So I also think No Body, No Crime with Haim is going to be during the Evermore set list, not during the acoustic set. So for surprise songs, I think that she's going to celebrate folklore because it's the anniversary with Peace. The lyric is, the rain is always going to come if you're standing next to me, and it's the rainy city.
Oh, true.
okay,
Yeah,
that's
rain's a
good.
lot in Seattle.
And then also you are in love because of the lyric coffee at midnight. Seattle is coffee all over the place, right? So those are my reasons.
Yeah, that's why I picked it.
Is
too.
that
Mhm.
really?
Exactly. I shouldn't
Whatever.
say it. I don't want to be too obvious or anything,
That's great.
All right,
Seattle's best coffee. That is a good guess, Amy.
Okay, I also have No Body, No Crime for being part of the not acoustic section and just being somewhere else. So for the acoustic surprise songs, I feel like not only did Speak Now Taylor's version just come out, but I have like, since she just released like the bonus version with the 2 live versions of like Dear John and another one, I forget, but it's like live when she performed it live on the
Is it
Eras
Long
tour.
Live?
No, I forget. Anyway, I have it in my head that she's gonna try to basically replace the live album, the Speak Now live album that's like on streaming, by like releasing a Speak Now Taylor's version live album. So I think she's gonna keep knocking out the Speak Now songs. So I'm saying for night 1, Foolish One from Speak Now Vault, and for no real reason, Right Where You Left Me.
I sure hope so. That'd be great.
I saw a lot of people thinking that would be the song this weekend.
And I guess I was thinking like with the pairing of like Picture to Burn and Timeless, I was like, okay, like Foolish One, Right Where You Left Me, kind of similar themes. You could maybe see that. So I'm just gonna have those 2.
Excellent.
All right, so let's move on to Sunday night. I believe on guitar, she is going to play Dancing with Our Hands Tied. When I say she, I'm talking about Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift's going to play it, just so y'all know. And then I think on piano, she's going to play from Fearless, she's going to play Innocent.
Ooh.
Why? Because I would like to hear it.
Okay, so Sunday in rainy Seattle, like Amy said. Now, there was a conundrum here. Paramore is going to be playing in Seattle on Monday. So Hayley Williams will be in town, or should be in town before. So is she going to play Castles Crumbling? I don't think so, because I think she's going to save that for her European dates whenever she's actually opening up for her. So I don't think that's going to be it. But because of the rain, I think That's the Way I Love You and Peace.
Excellent.
And I am going to die dead of happiness whenever I hear Peace live for the first time ever. Besides, what's the Disney? Folk Long Pond. Besides Long Pond.
Oh, Live Pond Studios sessions?
Yeah.
Live from Long Pond Studios?
Yes.
So I think that she is going to do Castles Crumbling with Hayley Williams. And I think it would pair really nicely with Safe and Sound. And I want to hear it. Oh, my gosh. Those 2 together. Surprise song. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, so I think that Seattle Night 2, just to continue my theory of putting out a Speak Now live album, I'm thinking maybe Night 2 gets better than Revenge with a little speech beforehand about the lyric change.
Yeah, you think so?
Maybe.
That'd be good.
And then I do think that she'll do No Body, No Crime with Haim both nights. And then I think Night 2 is going to get a double feature, and they're going to come back out for Gasoline.
Ooh.
Wow.
Kind of up there. Kind of a stretch.
You know, she's going on tour with Haim for several dates, so I think they're going to reserve Gasoline for just a different weekend.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or this weekend.
Or this weekend.
But
We'll have a double feature.
I'm not feeling super confident about my guesses this weekend. Maybe it's because I'm not wearing the cardigan.
That's it.
But
Well, you have other cardigans. Maybe you wear the other cardigans and see if
should I bring my folklore one and just
Sure.
And
test it out?
And do we keep drawing? Or are we waiting to see what the results are with Lacey and they're like, oh, it's not good luck, then I don't want it?
Yeah, maybe we see how this weekend goes, because if it actually
Okay.
does have powers, then we're going to have to figure out a system.
Then we should just take turns.
But
Not
if I'm the
draw.
one who failed the cardigan, then that's going to be so embarrassing.
No, it's not you that feel the cardigan, it's the cardigan failing you.
Okay.
Maybe we
Okay.
should think of this as like the Taylor Swift version of the sorting hat. We need to let the cardigan decide who wears it.
We just kind of like, all kind of touch it and see if it moves.
It's like a Ouija board.
Yeah.
Just see what happens.
What songs?
Let the spirit of Taylor invoke you.
Yeah. Also, I did want to point out that last weekend we had asked Alexis for her surprise songs, and
Yeah.
she guessed some of them correctly also.
Perfect.
She had Back to December and Timeless as some of her predictions. So she did better than all of us.
Wow.
I would also like to point out that last weekend was Denver, and that's it. That's it. Last weekend she
you
was in
okay?
Denver. I'm fine. It's so hard to think about what this woman's doing because she works so far in advance. So just because nothing happened in Denver now doesn't mean nothing's going to happen in Denver ever. One day I'm going to be right about Denver. She's going to do something crazy in Denver one day. One day. And then I'm going to be like, ha ha, I knew it.
But hey, that's not all that's going on this weekend. Lacey, aren't you doing something really cool?
Yes, I was asked to moderate Articulate Lecture Series presents Taylor Swift, The Song, The Stars, and the Fans. It's a panel discussion at the Arlington Museum of Art. It is free, but registration is required. There are 3 doctors and me. So that's a lot of fun. I thought it was funny. They let me write my own bio, and I wrote my bio before seeing anybody else's. And I mean, these are doctorates. These are really smart people. I can't stress that enough. And I thought it'd be funny to start it off with, oh, Lacey went to a prestigious community college. Soon as it was printed, I realized that I probably shouldn't have done that. And then I was hanging out with my parents last weekend, and my dad was like, I don't understand. Like, I know where you went to college. And I said, then you should definitely understand the joke. But hopefully I'm better in person than I am
You're
in
going to do
print.
great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
You're going to do so great.
And really cool, one of them who's there, Dr. Krista Ann Bentley. She is assistant professor of musicology at the University of Arkansas. Her little brother was at Anna's wedding and is engaged to Anna's best friend.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's a
So-
small world.
Yeah, very small world, which is crazy because, so my best friend Kristen was my maid of honor, her now fiance, Hunter, who I introduced the two of them, by the way. Yeah, his sister. And they had told me like months ago about how, because they're working on a book, right? That's what this whole thing is. And so they told me a long time ago, they were like, you should have her on the podcast because she's working on this book. And I was like, absolutely. Things are kind of hectic right now, but we'll definitely figure out a date. And then they announced the panel, and I was like, oh, well, look at that. That's perfect.
Yeah.
So super cool. We should try to have her on the podcast at some point.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I will invite them. But that's going on tomorrow, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I am going to tell a little bit right now. Whenever we were in Mexico for Anna's wedding, me and my friend Bree got in the elevator and we're going down, and there was some guy in the elevator. And I was like, oh, hey, we had just gotten to Mexico. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Are you having fun? And he's like, no, I've been working. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. And then we get down, and ends up it was Hunter. And he comes up to me later, and he's like, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were a part of the group. And I was like, I didn't realize you were a part of the group either. I was just being friendly. But he wasn't rude. Do not get me wrong. It was just a very funny first interaction.
yeah.
Because, I mean, he's in Mexico working. I'd be a little mad too,
He was mad because the first few days, he had to work and he was like missing. He like come by the pool like for lunch or something. He'd be like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go back to work.
Yeah. So I'm not saying anything bad about Hunter. It was just a funny
that's
first
funny.
interaction.
I'd
But
be grumpy too.
super,
funny.
I would be. I
Yeah, I'd be
absolutely would
grumpy.
be. I can't blame the guy.
So I introduced him and Kristen to each other because he was roommates with Ryan when we were in college. So
And
pretty cool
Kristen-
little matchmaking situation.
And Kristen is beautiful and wonderful, and we've all known Kristen for a long time.
forever, yeah.
And I thought that was really cool, and I'm very, very happy for them. They're both awesome people.
Yeah, and I'm excited for you to host this panel. You're going to do a great job.
Thank you. Thank you for your help too.
Well, if you're at the Eras Tour this weekend, send us your pictures, tag us. If you're at Lacey's event this weekend, send us your pictures, tag us. It's going to be fun. And join us next time. We're going to be breaking down Sparks Fly.
Thanks for listening to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Warmer, sunnier days are calling, and you can fuel up for them with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So if you only have a few minutes between meetings during the day, or you get home and you're just so hungry but you have no time to cook, Factor is where you should go. They have 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, and you'll always have new flavors to explore. You can crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And these are delicious. From breakfast to dessert, you can stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. And you can keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes, so no shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support for your lifestyle. Head to factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 and use code TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code TaylorSwiftFan50 at factormeals.com/TaylorSwiftFan50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Summer is right around the corner and we love to have fun, but we're all really well aware that it can get expensive. And when you have financial goals, you need to decide what's worth it. A Chime checking account helps you reach your financial goals while still enjoying your summer. Are you traveling at all this summer? Maybe to hit up another Eras tour date? And look, sometimes you know that you don't mean to overdraft, but it just happens when things start to add up. And Chime allows you to overdraft up to $200 with no fees, which at times can be a total game changer. You can set up your direct deposit with your Chime account and you'll be notified to enroll in SpotMe. Live it up this summer and make progress towards your financial goals with Chime. Open your bank account in minutes at chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. That's chime.com/TaylorSwiftFan. Chime feels like progress. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members. FDIC. SpotMe eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Boosts are available to eligible Chime members enrolled in SpotMe and are subject to monthly limits. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com/disclosures for details.